Alright, just while they're sorting that out, I'll get my guys to set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that into the kitchen now and show you what you can do to mitigate against it in your own kitchen using our high quality stove there that we found on the side of the road. It disappears with our car later every day. Now, a couple of differences with ours. We're not actually using fat, we're actually using the fuel that we use for lighting bushfires, so it doesn't actually burn quite the same. And we're not dressed up like the fire and rescue guys because we're trying to make it more like you, or how you're going to be at home, okay, dressed like that. So, if we can light that, please. So we just use, when we're lighting bushfires, we use a mixture of diesel and unleaded. And so it's not really going to burn like that, but it has the same display purpose. For display purposes, it's fine. Okay, so when that fire starts, you're usually going to be within centimetres of it. And if you don't panic, there's a couple of things you can do. You should, right next to where we mentioned you needed to have your fire extinguisher, you should also have a fire blanket just outside the exit to the kitchen, or just next to the exit of the kitchen. Okay. The fire blanket has two tabs in it. Ours isn't packed anymore and we can't get it back in. Those two tabs hang out the bottom. You just grab those tabs and you roll it around your hands, and that's going to protect your hands from the flame, okay? Alright, and then you coming from the front, because that's a real fire, okay, you just walk forward and place it over the top, lay it over and then walk away. Okay, now turning the power off at the stove, you've taken the heat source away, and that'll be fine. The only other thing you need to do now is call AAA. Make sure you get the fire brigade in to make sure it's safe. Don't move the hot oil. Alright, you just spread your fire right through the house. Okay? If you lift the fire blanket off now, there's a high chance that you'll add oxygen back in and the fire will reignite. So just leave it there and call AAA. Get ourselves or New South Wales Fire Brigades, more than likely New South Wales Fire Brigades out to give you a hand. Okay? Alternatively to that, if you've got the lid to the pot right there, that'll do the same job. So just drop the lid on. And obviously you've got the option of using the fire extinguisher as well. Okay. No, you won't. It doesn't work that way. You take that oxygen out, the fire disappears within seconds. Okay, and there's not enough oxygen there to sustain the fire. But as I said, 000 people. All right, so a quick demonstration on an extinguisher. This particular one should be a water extinguisher. It's red. Okay. When you're using fire extinguishers, we have an acronym because everyone in the world loves acronyms, and it's PASS. Which is the first step of PASS is to pull the pin. Okay, so you pull the pin out. Now we need a T in there, although it's not in there. We actually say PTAS. It's to test it. So you quickly squirt it away from the fire because the last thing you want to do is approach a fire and your fire extinguisher doesn't work. Okay, so you test it. The next stage is A, which is aim. So you aim at the fire, the base of the fire. Okay, very important you go for the fuel. Okay, don't be water in the garden. And then we squeeze the trigger, which is S, and we sweep. So PASS, or PTAS if you put the T for test in there. Okay, that's actually a foam extinguisher, it's not marked correctly. Alright, more than likely though you'll have a white band on a red extinguisher, which is a powder extinguisher, because they're the most useful in, you can use powder extinguishers in any situation, they're not limited to different fires. Is there any questions out there? Oh, very good. You even hinted to me and I didn't pick up on it. If you ever use an extinguisher, don't hang it up back where you got it from, lay it on the ground. It's quite common for firefighters to come in afterwards and may have to use an extinguisher, and if you pick up one that's used, well obviously that's no good. So lay your used fire extinguisher on the ground. And once again, we ring 000, okay? Yes? Yeah, we'll squirt lots of water on a big fire, absolutely. Big fire, big water is what we call it. So, absolutely. Any other questions? Alright, so if you hang around today, you'll notice the car there. That car's been in a previous accident, as you can see. And over the day we'll do a few more of these demonstrations, but the finale will be getting Volunteer Rescue Association in accordance, in conjunction with St John's and the RFS, and we'll be doing a complete extraction of a patient out of that car, and we'll probably lift the lid off, take the top off the car and everything. But that'll be around 2 o'clock this afternoon. Anyway, thanks for your time. Please mingle around, and if you are thinking about volunteering for any of these organisations, or even joining the paid fire service over here, make sure you tap them on the shoulder and have a good chat with them. Up the back corner we've got the community education, and it's community education for bushfires and for house fires, so make the most of this, all this information here. Thank you.
Oops! I did it again, baby. Yeah!
Tune in tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Bye for now.